Hi everyone, hope you're well. My name is Brian Byers, Employability Manager here at the university, and I'm just going to show you really quickly over the next couple of minutes some really important resources that you might not be aware of that you can use to really help you prepare for the different recruitment processes that employers use. So primarily what I'm going to show you is our online CV builder, our online psychometric test resource, and also our interview online coach or interview simulator. So I'm just going to share my screen. So what you can see in front of you is the employability portal. So if you go to employability.ulster.ac.uk, you'll be able to access all of our resources, but also be able to access advice because we have an online chat facility within the employability portal, and it'll pop up as soon as you log in. You can access all this from the student portal as well, from the My Career section. But so focusing on these resources, so whether you're at the home page or on any page throughout the employability portal, you'll see these tabs at the top. And I'm going to focus on these three. So the CV builder, the psychometric tests resource, and the interview simulator. So taking the CV builder first of all, so you click on this icon and there'll be a short sort of registration process, and then that'll bring you through to this screen here. So this is our online CV builder. This is really useful, particularly for those students who have never written a CV, or if it's been a long time, or the only CV you've got is really outdated and you're not sure how to get that started. There's templates, different choices of templates that you can use within the CV builder, and you can work through each section and listen to the video advice from different employers on the kind of content that they want in each section. So I'm not going to go through each section, but if I go to work experience and I want to enter my work experience, then I enter the job title and the employer, what that company does, my responsibilities, my achievements in that employment, save that, and then that embeds it into the template that I've selected. But also you've got these range of videos that, depending on what bit of content you're writing, then it'll give you advice on that. And then you can download it as a Word document or a PDF and still edit it from there. So it's a really good starting point for any student who needs a CV for a part-time job, to apply for placements, internships, or graduate jobs for that matter. And always remember that the Career Development Centre can give you that final advice on and help you really review the content of your CV and its overall effectiveness. So that is the CV builder, and that's how you access that. So the psychometric test. So again, from the employability portal, you click on this. There's just you have to just register really quickly, stick in your university email address, and then that'll let you access all of these psychometric tests. So psychometric tests are very commonly used, particularly by big employers when recruiting for students for internships, placements, or graduate opportunities. And you'll see we've invested in this resource which gives you access to a whole range of different types of tests. So verbal reasoning and numerical reasoning are the most commonly used psychometric tests by large employers, but there's a whole range of other types as well. And if I just show you one example, there's also actually assessment exercises and in-tray exercises and group discussion exercises, all tools and tasks that employers are using in things like assessment centres, that if you're pretty sure even if you know you want to work for a big company, or if it's even an option for you, then if you haven't done these tests, then it's the main part of preparing to do these tests is just being familiar with them, and this is a resource which will really help you do that. So there's all different versions, and then it times you, and then you get your score, and you actually get some feedback based on your performance, and then you can learn from that. So going again from the employability portal, the last one I want to just talk about is the interview simulator, which is one of my favorite resources, which is actually embedded within this page. So it's I suppose an online interview coach. It's got loads of example questions. You can do your own mock interviews and get feedback. And there's lots of video content, again, giving you advice on how you might answer that question. And the advice is from employers, real life employers. So if I go to, say, for example, an example question, a very common question, tell me a bit about yourself. Okay, so it talks about the do's and don'ts of what you should maybe think about, and then you can listen to what the advice is.
Another question I'd really like to ask
and again,
is,
for example, this video
yourself.
is from the head of resourcing from a company called G4S. You can also conduct your own mock interviews, which I think is particularly useful. So there's these pre-built mock interviews. So lots of employers ask similar questions, but you can ask yourself sort of a series of questions and record your answers, review those answers, and then I suppose again learn from that. So practice makes perfect with interviews, and this is just one way where you're timing yourself, putting yourself under a little bit of pressure, you're recording your answer, putting yourself in that uncomfortable situation, which is the best practice possible. And there's a whole range of questions that you can either put in yourself and select, or you can just make them random so you don't know what you're actually going to be asked, which again is really good practice. So those are just some of the resources on the employability portal that you can access, and we hope you'll find them useful.